everyone, my name is Sarah and this is episode 28 of Sarah's Creative Corner, just my little corner of the internet where I chat about all the things that I've been up to over the past week, or the past couple of weeks, normally like some knitting or spinning with the occasional sewing, and this week I just have some knitting, and normally I talk about my works in progress, my finished objects, and any acquisitions that I have received. And today is like no other. I have a couple just pretty basic finished objects, some works in progress, some that you have seen, some you haven't seen, and some acquisitions that I have received over the past couple of weeks. And yeah, everything that I chat about will be linked down below, whether it is the project page of the project I'm chatting about or the dyer of any of the yarn that I have. So that is really it. If you want to follow me on Ravelry or Instagram, my links are down below. If you just click the little see more or arrow button down there, the links are there. And I think that's really it. So we can go ahead and get into the first finished object, or really the only finished object, and they are just some dishcloths. I was kind of burnt out from knitting recently, because I've been knitting on some couple tests, and my brain was just not having it, so I just cast on some dishcloths. This is just some Dishie that I had in some stash. It's like the Dishie multi blue or something. So I finished these two this week, and I still probably have about half the ball left, and I have a whole other ball still in stash, so I'll probably knit it up and gift it as a set over the holidays. So that is this guy. Knitting it on size US 8 needles, and yeah, I think I'm using like grandma's favorite dishcloth or something like that. My project page will be down below for the pattern details, but yeah, just like a quick and easy pattern for me to work on, which has been nice. And yeah, this is just some Knit Picks Dishie. So that's the only finished object that I have. All right, and the next one that I have, or no more finished objects. So the next thing we can chat about are my works in progress. I have 2 that you have seen and 2 that you have not seen. So the first one we can chat about is my dress. So as you can see, last time I was here, I think I was just before finishing the bust increases or bust decreases, and now I'm working on the hip increases. But there is a lifeline here, as you can see, and that's just because maybe things might need to be adjusted. So yeah, this is one of my 2 tests that I'm working on. This is the Bayside dress by Briana Lupino of The Little Wolf Knits, and this is also in her yarn on her 420, which is her DK base, in Cactus Blossom. So I'm very happy with it. I'm knitting it on, let's see, I think like size US 4, 3.5 millimeter, and I'm knitting the size 36 bust. So pretty happy with it so far. It is on hold for now, just because of, you know, some logistical things in the test, but otherwise it's been pretty good, and I am happy with how it is knitting up. And I haven't like alternated any skeins, and I feel like it's pretty even. I don't see Like, I don't notice one skein being more pink than the other, and almost on the third skein. So Briana does a great job with dyeing. So this is due like kind of towards the end of December, and we are here at the end of November. Ideally I would like to have this done before Christmas so I can wear it during Christmas. So I think that should be possible. I think it should be possible, but we shall see. All right, that is WIP number 1 that you have seen. And then number 2 is my other test knit. And that is my Impasto socks by Bridget Zhou of BCB Knits. It is just a textured sock. Kind of has like this scallopy detail on it. And so far really liking it. The only snafu that I have kind of come across is trying to measure the length of the foot. Because I find that, because this is a Flegel heel, and there isn't really like a cup or anything for the ruler to go into, because that's what I use normally to measure the length of my foot before starting the toe. And since there isn't kind of like something to stick it in, it's been a little bit hard, but I think I'm kind of getting close to where I need to be. So ideally this should be done maybe by this weekend, so we shall see. But yeah, this is in Woolberry Fiber Co. in one of her sock sets from the collective. The pink is Let's Go Party, and then the main color is called Stone Fruit, and this was like the sock set that she had I think last summer. So I'm very happy with it, and it's kind of potato chippy because you want to like get through the pattern, repeat, and then you want to get through another. So I think I'm gonna finish the pattern repeat that I'm on, and maybe do another half of a repeat and then try it on and see where I go from there. But pretty close to being done on the test. I just need one sock done. But yeah, that is that one. Pretty happy with it. All right, so the next WIP that I have is another sock, but my first DK weight sock that I've done in a while. So this is a DK weight sock. I just have fingering held double here, and this is another Woolberry sock set. I can't remember when this one came out, but it's Chip, which is the main color, and then I can't remember the name of the contrast, but I think it was a colorway from her Pride and Prejudice collection. So it's just like a nice brown, and then this kind of speckly, almost like cafe cookie looking color. But I am knitting this pair for my husband, and he wanted the leg to be a little bit longer, so I did 20 rounds of cuff of 2x2 ribbing, then I did 50 rounds for the leg, and then I started the heel flap and gusset. And I finished all the gusset decreases, and I'm just working on the foot. I'm probably about a third of the way done with the foot, and then I will use the contrast color again for the toe. It's going by pretty fast. I cast these on last Friday because I didn't have any stockinette anything that I was working on, and we were going to like a symphony show, So I decided to cast these on so I had something to knit on, and I think I got pretty close to finishing the leg during the show. So yeah, I'm using Crazy Sock Ladies pattern for DK weight socks, as well as Summerly Knits. Just kind of comparing the two. I haven't done a DK weight sock in a while, as I mentioned, but this feels like a thicker DK weight, since it's 2 fingerings held double. So I'm kind of going more towards Summerly's pattern, since that is that's how hers is knit up. So yeah, just knitting these on a size US 3, 3.25 millimeter, and maybe we'll see how far I get on these two this week. But yeah, that is this one. Pretty easy. And then the last thing that I've been working on that I've really been enjoying is something that you haven't seen. That's my night and day cowl. Oh, it looks so good on the camera. This is the night and day cowl that came out, I think, right before Rhinebeck by Andrea Mowry. And it is like a stockinette with an elongated stitch. Kind of creates like a checkerboard pattern. And yeah, nothing too crazy to say about this. Really been enjoying it. I am approaching when I should be starting the decreases, and yeah, I'm knitting this on size US 6, 4 millimeters, and I'm knitting the adult small. So yeah, very nice, very excited. The yarn that I'm using is from Ruby and Roses. I got one of them at her trunk show that she had before Rhinebeck, and then I was gonna hold the pink double. I got the same color, but that would have bothered me, so I just got a skein of DK online. So the like bluey gray, that's called Typewriter, and the pink is called Anemone. And this is on her new like non-superwash base. And even though it's non-superwash, it's really soft. I can't see it bothering me. So yeah, very happy with it. I have been kind of obsessively knitting on this while I've been waiting on like the test, or I've been avoiding the socks. So yeah, just kind of like a serotonin cast on, and giving me serotonin it is. So very, very happy with this project right now. Although it does get dog hairs stuck in it. And that's all the things that I've been working on over the past few weeks. But I do have some acquisitions that we can chat about. And yeah, I guess we can go with fiber, and then yarn, and then little accoutrements. So I think last time I saw you, I had gone to Rhinebeck and Frederick Fiberfest, and at Frederick Fiberfest I got some Yarn Jam yarn, and I thought, you know, I would like to be able to spin more than just like a skein of this one colorway that I got, and that is the Confetti Tweed in Neapolitan. So I got another braid of that, so I have 2 braids of this, which is fun. It's like a pink, cream, and brown, reminiscent of Neapolitan ice cream. And it's I think all of her fiber, or maybe most of it, unless she has like other stock that she is trying to get rid of, is Shanico. So all the fiber is Shanico. And then I was just looking around, And then she also had this colorway, which is like blues and pinks and teals. And this is called Lake Cottage on just like a normal tweed instead of a confetti tweed. Also Shanico. So one braid of that. And then last week she posted her leftovers from her from her Maryland alpaca and fleece, and she still had some podcaster braids left, and I had a podcaster braid from Frederick Fiberfest that I wanted to get some additional braids of. So I got 2 braids of the Young Folk Knits colorway, which is like kind of like a mossy green with some blues and purples. So I got 2 of those, so now I have 3. So that's 12 ounces. I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe like a shawl, or maybe I can do like a combo spin with just like a natural Shanico, and then I would have 24 ounces of fiber. I'm still trying to figure out how all that works, but that's all the fiber that I got. And then I guess we can go into like my collective from Woolberry, my homespun house, and other things of yarn that I got. So from Woolberry, the last collective that I got, I think this must have been October, I got a DK weight sock set. So it's like a cream with like these red and like orange speckles with a green mini. So I got that. And then I got a sweater quantity. I got 3 each of the berry sock, which is BFL nylon, and then like a superwash BFL, and her berry suri, also on leaf peeping. So I think I was planning on making the Metropolitan pullover. Is that the new one that just came out by Tori, the open gauge? I think I was thinking about knitting that in this. So that is my Woolberry. And then I got my, I make sure, yes, October yarns from a homespun house. So this is the sock set, kind of reminiscent of this, but just like more pink. And then it comes with like this mustardy tan mini, and then the 3 minis. I think one of them is like more gray blue and the other one's like more brown, and then the pink. So that is these guys. And the last bit of yarn that I got was from Nomadic Yarns, and that is a self-striping dyer. And yeah, one of my friends, Danielle, she was talking about it, and she sent me something on Instagram, and then I got on the Etsy, and I just had to get some. I don't think I have any self-striping outside of like maybe like a Regia, like the self-patterning. So yeah, I got 3 skeins, kind of like 2 for me, 2 for my husband. So this one I got. This is Out of the Woods on her Brit sock, which is 400 yards per 100 grams, superwash BFL, 80% superwash BFL, 20% nylon. That's fun. And then the other one, ooh, this one feels nice. This one is Long Winter's Nap. And it's kind of gray because this has yak in it, which probably explains why it's so soft. And this is 437 yards per 100 grams, 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon. So that's cool. And then this one is also on a yak base, and this is called Remember Me. This is from Coco, I think, and the yak sock, again, 70, 2010 merino, yak nylon. So very pretty. I think this will be one of mine. And then the other one is on her trusty sock. So I got a couple different skeins, and this is Reading Rainbow, and this is just superwash merino nylon 75-25, and this one is 462 yards to 100 grams. So kind of just running the gambit of the different yardages and the different bases. So that is all the things fiber and yarn wise that I've gotten. And then I also got my pre-order from Hello Lavender from the Farmers Market collection. And then also just like a little thing. I got this from Yarn Jam. Just a little cute little stitch marker. I said yarn is my jam, and that's true. So yeah. Alright. Back to Hello Lavender. I got some stitch markers from the Farmers Market collection. I kind of forgot what I had ordered, honestly. But here we go. Let me see if I can get them to lay correctly. Alright. So, I guess I got a Minnie's accent. Those are so pretty. So I'm very happy with that. Kind of like marbly. That's the first one I got. And then the next one I got Berry Pie. Just, it's blueberries and strawberries. And like raspberries. It's crazy. Reshma is like a magician with her work. And then the other one that I got was the tomato. And I don't know if you can tell, one of the little tomatoes, it's variegated. There's a variegated tomato on here. But I love it. And very happy. So that's all the things from the past few weeks. And yeah, I guess I'll sign off here. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll have some spinning done. I worked on my Satsumaimo pie braid the past couple of weeks, and I'm on the last little portion. So ideally I would finish that this week, maybe let the braid or let the single rest a little bit, and then apply it with the other fiber. And I know that Megan from A Naughty Mess, she will like redo her bobbins, so then you're applying in the same direction that you spun it in. So I think I might try that for this one, just to test it out. And yeah, that's really it. So hopefully I'll have a plied bobbin for you next time around, and maybe I'll start on something new. But yeah, that is all the things from this week, and hopefully I will also have maybe some finished objects or some things that are closer to finished. next time I see you. So as always, if you want to like and subscribe, you can. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys sticking around, and yeah, thank you. Bye.